Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron, the Great War mod. So, this series is, well, obviously still going to be going on for the time being. I really should go ahead and do all those upgrades. See if we can get a couple of extra civilian industry as well. Just to help a little bit with building stuff. Let's see, production. Now, let's see, are we producing light tanks? No, we're not. Go up there. I want you guys above. Oh no, we are producing light tanks. Don't know how I missed it. Okay, now, let's see, you guys. Okay, you guys are already that. I just want to go ahead and actually, damn it. You know, I would love it if they would give you the ability to have two of these open at once. You know, just because. Yeah, I really don't understand why cavalry has such higher defense than armored cars. It's just stupid to me. As a result of that, I'm going to go and actually swap you guys out for cavalry to go with our heavy tanks. And same with you guys. Now, also, no, I do not have the necessary artillery to be able to do that. Okay. Let's see. How are you guys doing? Okay, you seem to be pushing. Yeah, you guys go ahead, deal with them. I don't think I'm gonna have you guys go and push there, though. Just don't think it's worth it. Okay, we're gonna need quite a few light tanks. See, I really need infantry equipment, though, honestly. So, don't care for those. Damn it, where is it? Production. Okay. Do we have the... Yes, we do. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and take some of you guys away. We really need that infantry equipment. Out of curiosity, what is our production like compared to... Yeah, we technically still have less military factories than the French. Admittedly, I haven't really upgraded our infrastructure or our industry much, so I'm not too surprised by that. I want you guys to stop pushing there if you don't mind. It's just not doing any good. go ahead and combine you guys into one fleet. Okay, is that really the better? I guess he is. Okay, now I would love for you guys to do be the convoy raid in the English Channel. And I suppose the Bay of Biscay as well. This way you can hopefully intercept supplies going to France. Now what I need the Austrians to do is find a way to be useful. Because they're kind of struggling on that. Okay, let's go ahead and get better. Actually, you know what, let's go and get a better field hospital. If you guys just had supplies, you could actually probably push and take that without much of an issue. But your lack of supplies is really screwing with your ability to actually push. Okay. Don't think really any of this other stuff is particularly useful to us right this second. I don't know why I never went down to war economy. Let's go ahead and do that now. Probably would have been helpful to a degree. Okay, let's go ahead and just go for, what is it, construction repair for the repair speed on stuff, because I'm gonna go ahead and drop repairs down to the bottom of the list. Wow, you guys are actually doing quite a bit of damage to the Entente Navy there. Admittedly, now the tides have turned against you. Though I can't say I'm too surprised, but you took out a lot of their stuff in the opening. Okay, well, you guys should try and get out of there so you can repair. Okay, at the current rate of losses, we're looking about a year to get our infantry equipment back up. Sure, Austria-Hungary, that's not really what I need, but I'll take it, I guess. It's better than nothing. Yeah, you consider that a defeat, though honestly I think my guys did pretty well, at least at the start. Let's go ahead and get you guys, since you did surprisingly well. Let's go and get you some extra ships. I think 1,000 convoys is enough. Oh, and we have the Spanish flu. Also, as for that event that I skipped last part because I was just clicking through stuff, yeah, in this world that we're currently fighting the war in, basically the Entente have framed us for killing somebody that was suspected of being a spy. So, yeah. You know, I'm surprised you're still alive. I really am. I mean, you're gonna be dead by the end of the month. Or at least you should be. You're surprisingly holding on. Okay, so make sure all of you guys go over there. And also, you know what? I want to make sure... There we go. That happens. So if I wanted to swap you out for a light tank, would I be able to? And okay, I need 120 light tanks to swap out a single. Also, why would I need... Both of these guys should use the same amount of infantry equipment, man. Yeah, I'm not sure why you were telling me that. I'm okay, well, I guess they would need infantry equipment, but they wouldn't need any new infantry equipment. Game, there's a difference. The infantry equipment that they need is just as a result of them currently lacking infantry equipment. It's not that the division template that they'd be changing to would actually require any extra. Apparently the game can't tell a difference. Now you are actually in a pretty decent position, surprisingly. And I think I'm gonna swap you out. We almost have all the light tanks we need. Yeah, you're missing some infantry equipment and whatnot. But you'll also get us some extra light tanks, heavy tanks that can move over to the other heavy tank division. Admittedly, you're not quite at max production efficiency yet. Also, let me go in here. I'm gonna go ahead and I think swap all our armored cars. Well, no, actually we can't afford to swap our armored cars, can we? Yeah, I don't think we actually can afford to swap you guys to Hussars. No, yeah, we'd be lacking on the infantry, but you know what, screw it, I'm doing it anyway. And that allows me to go ahead and remove the armored cars from the production queue. We need more units, so we're going to go ahead and move on to service by requirement. We shouldn't have any manpower issues as a result of this. What the hell? Did you guys just drop all your light tanks or something? Because you're my only thing of light tanks, but for some reason the game's telling me you got 0 out of 120. Which has to be a load of BS. Because Because according to the game, we're only missing 16. Unless the game's not going to deliver you all your light tanks until we have 120, which shouldn't be the case, because it should be delivering them as they're available. Seems the game doesn't give a crap about that, though. Let's go ahead and get better engineering company. I want you to go down there, because we're going to try and push across there, with you leading the charge. Obviously, though, you're going to have to wait until there are less troops there. Basically, until the Entente finish shuffling their troops around. No, what are you guys doing? I only told one person to actually go on the attack there, game. You shouldn't have tried to reshuffle our troops. There was no need. Okay, game. I don't know why, for some reason, you were refusing to have the troops attack. We clearly have the advantage in a couple of areas. In fact, even you were admitting that we had the advantage in a couple of areas. Admittedly, a lot of these advantages probably won't stay. In fact, it looks like none of them are. Now, I would love for you guys to take this. It doesn't look as though there's actually a lot of troops down on the Austro-Hungarian side of this little front here. Looks like they put more of their troops up on my side, which admittedly is kind of annoying. I don't think the enemy can pin us. No, they can't. How are we doing on light tanks? Still not where we need to be. I would love it, though, if the AI would ever actually have stuff that it could give me. I mean, that'd be a great thing. But the AI never has supplies that it can give you. Okay, you say you're willing. Do you also have light tanks? You do, in theory, have some light tanks. Just give me everything that you got. But that is an annoying thing. That they will straight up... Oh! You guys pushed. A little surprised, but great job. No, don't let them through. You go down there and support that attack. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess you don't have to anymore. You've already halted them there. How about you go there? Prevent that. You go there. Wow, yeah, I'm actually a little surprised you guys managed to swoop down on the right flank and push. Not that I'm complaining, this will also take some factories, over time at least, away from the French, which is great because the French are using these factories to aid their troops in Western Europe. Now again, game. Outside of that large river crossing, which, I mean, I can make it so you don't have to cross that large river. I mean, you're still going to complain about it for some stupid reason, but you're not going to have to push across it in reality. Now, you guys, I would love to have push there. And quickly. There's no enemy reinforcements going there. And the enemy has air superiority here. Not that I blame them. Okay. Now, that is getting in the way of our troops' ability, or at least for our Air Force's ability, to actually do its job. Okay, come on. Hurry up. Kick those guys out. You guys are taking so long that the enemy's gonna actually get reinforcements. What'd I tell you? And I can't completely prevent them from getting reinforcements, but I can delay them to a degree. Okay, now, game, you say that our troops are stronger here. Now, I'm gonna call BS on that, because so far it's generally been BS. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys to stop your attack. Everybody, just go find a place to set up shop. Okay, we are managing now to liberate at least portions of the Ottoman Empire. You guys will probably then move into Africa, depending on how I feel. You'll either push into Africa or... No, yeah, you guys are gonna have to push into Africa. Otherwise, you're gonna be going up into Eastern Russia. To... No, go there. Cut off supplies to those Indian troops. Now the French, yeah, the French should be losing some military factories. Now, Iran... You and me are best of buds. No, I don't want license production. I want that. I mean, we're not really best of buds, but, you know, we'll just ignore that fact, why don't we? I mean, you guys can push there. I hope you realize that. I mean, I have you guys set to be aggressive, which means you should just be pushing. You guys need to stop moving troops around so damn much. Where can you guys push? Oh, you might be able to push here. Which would be helpful. You might be able to push there. Let's wait for those guys to finish moving out. Wonderful. And some of you guys go and attack there. You just need to hold them long enough for our troops to push out. Once our troops have pushed out, then you'll be fine. So you just gotta hold them for a couple more days. And by a couple more days, I mean a couple more weeks, because in reality, that's how it tends to work so far. Okay. We have liberated most of what the French held in the Ottoman Empire, and now we're taking out the Italian stuff. Okay, for some reason your guys' attack is completely failing now. It's probably because of those reinforcements. I'm just gonna tell you guys to attack. Go do your thing. If you guys attack along the whole front, I'm sure you'll eventually find a spot that you can break into. What are the Italians like in terms? Yeah, the Italians don't have a lot of military factories, but it's probably focused almost solely on infantry equipment, which is certainly going to help them. Okay, you guys should be able to break through there, but you're struggling to really get anywhere. Okay. Come on, you guys need to finish there. You, go there. Keep pushing. Austro-Hungarians, I'd prefer if you didn't put your troops down here. I'd rather if you would just... God, screw you, Japan. You guys have lost your objectives, so I'm just gonna tell you guys to go there. Wrong front, game. And I was telling the wrong guys to attack. Okay, these guys... Wonderful, you managed to push them back. Now you guys just need to hold. Don't know how likely that is to actually end up being the case, however. You can stay there, you don't have to go back. The Austro-Hungarians should be liberating that. Thank you, Austria-Hungary. Your troops, for once, were at least somewhat useful. I'm not sure if the Austro-Hungarian troops along this front are going to be strong enough to hold if I were to pull back. Oh, and they're like just outside Vienna. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You guys literally just need to break through in one spot. If you can break through anywhere, it doesn't matter where, you would be lot of help. Okay, we're doing pretty well on light tanks, so you, if you don't mind, switch to a light tank division. The Entente still won't be able to pen you. I'm gonna order that attack to halt. You guys need to successfully push in one of these points. Okay, wonderful. That's helping you. Now, I don't know who it is that I'm telling. Okay, I'm telling you to go to the Alpine region. You go to Western Germany. Let's go ahead and add some more scouts to go here. Now, the Entente do actually have fighters, which admittedly is annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. Wonderful, but I would like even more infantry equipment game, because as it turns out, I need lots of that. I don't need heavy tanks anymore. I'm pretty sure I don't have any heavy tank divisions anymore. Nope. In fact, I could give those heavy tanks to my ally if I thought they would actually make any use out of them, or if they would get any use out of them. They won't, so there's really no point in me doing that. So at the current rate of production and losses, we're still looking at 200 plus days. You guys can finish there. Wonderful. And now you can support 3 different fronts. Oh, we got an ace. Oh, do we actually have the... We do have air superiority here now. I have a hard time believing they pulled out their air support, though. So I assume that's just we temporarily, yeah. I'm guessing just some of their air forces had to back off for a little while due to losses. How exactly they incurred any losses is beyond me, because I don't have any fighters. So, at least as far as I can tell, it shouldn't be possible for them to suffer any losses outside of accidents. Okay, I'm going to tell you all, stop. Focus on defending territories that we retook. Get back your supplies and your organization. Plan to push that assault again. You see, Greece kind of likes us. We could, in theory, get the Greeks to join us. Let's see if we can do that. Obviously, it's ahistorical if the Greeks were to join up and the Austro-Hungarians have pulled out their support. Now, what about you guys? You've already taken the neutrality focus, so you are a definite no. Abyssinia, you've already taken it, haven't you? Yes, you have. Oh, did our... Yep, our dude in Africa has finally died. He held out much longer than I would have expected, as I said. We're gonna go ahead and research a fighter. A legit fighter. Not the so-called fighter that the game would have us research as an upgrade to the Fokker. Although, admittedly, that would probably be better. Because in theory, I'd be able to take advantage of the conversion mechanic to convert these scouts of the Fokker M5. Which also we should still technically... screw it. We got quite a few. We're not really taking any losses on them, surprisingly. No, okay. And of course, you guys have decided to reorganize the front line as soon as that attack is ordered, which makes no sense whatsoever. But whatever. How are you guys doing? Well, you're currently failing to push any further, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you to hold your assaults. Focus on defense where possible. If I get you guys any air support, it might help. I don't think it will, at least not a whole lot. Go and get a logistics company, although you guys don't really need it. Are there even any... No, there are no air bases within the area. In fact, as far as I can tell, there's not a single air base within the Ottoman Empire. What the hell, Ottomans? I would have at least built a couple. I mean, you never know, it might have been useful. I'm gonna tell you guys to push there, retake that if you don't mind. You know, if you guys are going to try and support those heavy tanks, you kind of have to go around, not through. There we go. Now we have some actual tactical bombers. Let's go ahead. Get a line of those, only a single line. Now, Ottomans, I assume you have nothing you can share. Well, you might have infantry equipment, which is still helpful. And then, of course, you cancel it, though, immediately after. But I can still request it again and again until you give me something. And looks like right now you're going to keep it. Thank you, Ottomans, for finally deciding to keep it. How's our production of you guys going? Yeah. Not that well. Can't say I'm surprised, though. There we go, now they canceled it, but I still should have gotten a little bit of those. How are we doing in terms of light tanks? I could probably... I'm relatively close to being able to pump out another thing of light tanks, which would be great. Game, you really gotta stop trying to reorganize the entire front when I order the front to attack. It makes no sense. Let's see, is there anywhere that we can do any pushes? Looks like we might be able to push there. You back them up. I assume, yeah, you guys can push there. I'd rather you not do it right this second, however. Now you can do it and you back that push. And once you guys have successfully defended, I'm going to tell you to push again. But don't worry, you'll get backup from these guys once they arrive on the other side of the river. And once they've successfully defended against the attack on them. Well, admittedly, I kind of would love for them to attack themselves as well. Now, one of you guys need to go there. Oh, that ain't my problem, game. You can blame the Austro-Hungarians for having no real infrastructure there, I imagine. Really, Austria-Hungary? You've... Really? Do you actually have anti-air? How do you even have anti-air? No, I've got a hard time believing that, game. I think you're lying to me. Showing the wrong symbol for something else. You know, I kind of prefer if they would use more of these guys to actually attack here. Just so that more of their troops would be wounded and I might be able to actually make a push there. Let's see if you guys can do anything anywhere. What are you doing? Doesn't look like you guys really can do anything, although with that attack the French troops there will be wounded, and so they should retreat almost immediately. Yep. Now you just gotta deal with the British, which admittedly you're gonna have a hard time doing anyway, and they're getting reinforcements, so just cancel that attack. Okay, game, you say they can push. So far, I'm not seeing us doing much pushing. I'm seeing the Entente doing most of the pushing. Although, maybe you'll be able to successfully push once their pushes have failed. What the hell are you even on? You're on limited conscription. I've got a hard time believing that you're actually fielding possibly upwards of 600 divisions on limited conscription. I mean, I've got 400 and I'm not even on limited conscription. I'm on all adult service, or service by requirement, whatever. You know, I would love for you guys to push there and, you know, successfully, of course, but nonetheless. I mean, if you guys can push there, we'd surround a couple of Entente divisions. Obviously, though, you have to be successful in those pushes. Oh, really? You guys got pushed back. What the hell? Now, you guys need to find a way to push the Entente away from Vienna. Not a big fan of them being right on top of Vienna. I'm gonna tell you guys to plan for a push from the northern portion. Would you be willing to send me anything? No? No, you hate me. I hold on to core provinces of yours. Do I really? Uh-huh, so that's considered a Dutch core province. Okay, there's really nothing else I can research without the ahead of time penalties. I mean, I can get some air doctrines and things like that, but I don't care for that stuff. So, yeah, we're just gonna go for Heavy Industry 3. Hopefully that 10% factory output will actually be helpful. Oh, wonderful. I can possibly push out a couple of more light tank divisions. Oops. Another one to you guys. Yeah, okay, I can do 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and add you guys to the Red Army as well. Or, you know what? No, I'd rather... I kind of would prefer for you guys to be a part of that army. Though admittedly, putting you as a part of this army isn't that useful because they're eventually going to end up in the mountains where you're not going to be the most useful. So, you know what? No, yeah. You guys will go to the Red Army. You'll hopefully be able to push them or aid them in their push into Belgium. We'll be ending this war probably in 1920 or so, depending on whether or not we can successfully push into Belgium or not. Now you guys are going to have the issue of lack of infantry equipment and support equipment to be able to actually deploy. Hello, there's a gap in the enemy defenses game. You really should be taking advantage of that. I would love it if I didn't have to tell you to take advantage of stupid mistakes on the enemy's part. Damn it. Stupid British had to switch where they were going. Come on, hurry up and get out of there, Britain. There we go. Now you guys can push. You aid there. You push there. You, once that guy's out... God. Oh, the British are pissing me off with their constant... Oh, we're gonna suddenly change directions now. We're almost to our destination, and now we're not. Go there. You aid in that attack. You aid in that attack as well. Can you aid there? Or attack there? Yes, you can. Wonderful. And it should be successful. Got another ace. Admittedly, I don't really care for aces. Hell, I generally don't even really care for the air war most of the time. I'm gonna have you guys attack there. Wonderful, you also aid in that attack. You aid in that attack. Okay, you guys can now push down. Damn British. No. I don't want you going up there. Oh, the Italians have some tanks. Which really, really sucks. You. I'm a little surprised that you're able to actually push there, but apparently you are, so you should go ahead and take advantage of it. Oh good, those British are going to be exhausted. Attack there. You attack there. Aid in that attack. Bulgaria? I thought you got kicked out of the war. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did, but apparently you're able to fight, so whatever. You guys need to be, what, 20% to be able to deploy? Yeah, 20%. You might be able to make it 20. With just the light tanks alone. And then you'll gain combat experience in, well, actual combat. Aid there. You attack. That attack is eventually... whoops. I want one of you guys. Go there. Apparently we lost like 4 divisions in the Blue Army here. You attack there. You guys go down to Basra if you don't mind. For some reason, these two got to stay out of the fight. I presume it's a bug with the game as to why they were, for some reason, allowed to not participate in the defense of the province that they were in. You can go there, you know. Can you? No, you can't. Okay. I mean, if they're gonna exhaust themselves, I won't stop them. Because that's all they're gonna be doing. Oh my god, Britain. Find out where you're gonna send your troops and just let them go to their destination, damn it. It gets annoying after a while when they're constantly sending their troops around, going, go here, no, never mind, go here. Game says the war is in favor of the Entente, although that's really only because that they currently own Constantinople, and that they've managed to slightly push into Germany. You know, I think you guys could probably push there if you got enough time to be able to actually launch the attack. No, I was wrong. Looked like you should have been able to, though. Most of their troops were fairly exhausted. Can you guys? No. Well, actually, no, you probably could. The Entente are exhausting themselves in the assault on there. You attack there. You'll get support once these other attacks have been halted. Wonderful, go ahead and deploy those, let them get into position. How are we doing in terms of light tanks? Well, we can yet again go and, in theory, at least deploy them. You, go there. You aid in that attack. Okay, we now have the Albatross. Let's go ahead and get an even better one. Let's go ahead and also queue up a line of fighters. If we ever have the military factories to fill that, which we should eventually, then you go ahead and do that. Whatever you say, game. Another ace. Although I'm slightly confused because you guys don't. Oh no, you do have a slot, but for some reason it's not showing me your. Oh, game. Game. You're failing to show me the pictures of these aces. Where are the light tanks? We had 3 up top, we got 1 here, 1 there. Okay, well, you guys aren't quite ready to make that push, apparently. More so because the enemy is considered superior, although they are a lot of troops up there, but they're exhausting themselves constantly in their assaults. You guys, I think, could push there, although you would need support, and you're not going to get support. At least not for a while. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys to attack. Because I think you guys could do it if you just got the necessary support. How are you guys doing? Well, you managed to make a push up here successfully. You guys are going to be able to take back Strasbourg, or excuse me, Stuttgart actually. I don't know what the hell I was thinking of. Okay, we have the Gothra, which is a better tactical bomber. Now, there's no reason, as far as I know, to go for the Fokker D1. As far as I know, it's worse. It's got less range, less attack. It's a little bit cheaper to produce, but that's about all it's got going for it. So I would never go for the Fokker if it was up to me. I guess we can go in and research some air superiority doctrines now. No, I have no troops in training game. If I don't need troops in training, I'm not going to train them. There's no point. How are you guys doing? Okay, you guys managed to take Stuttgart. And now you're going to try and push out from Stuttgart, which is great. You managed to do that before, but eventually they managed to retake Stuttgart. Now I'm going to go ahead and select you guys. And I'm going to tell you to attack there. Because you can't do it. You just don't want to. There's Nuremberg. I'm going to end this part once we enter 1919. Those guys are exhausting themselves, throwing themselves against this wall. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we can attack while being attacked. Because that is helpful in certain areas, at least. I think you guys could probably push there. Let's see. Estimated 2 days to attack there. Go! Come on. Push out from Stuttgart. Damn it. Okay, good. You guys managed to finally push in another area. Game showing the wrong symbol as per usual. Love it if you guys could manage to push out of Nuremberg though. Oh, and we got the ace. Again, these guys are exhausting themselves. They're throwing themselves against the wall. I think you guys can beat them. I really do. Admittedly, it'd be helpful once if the light tanks could join in, but it's not exactly necessary. At least it shouldn't be, in my opinion. How are we doing in liberating the Ottomans? Seem to be doing okay. I don't think you guys would be able to successfully push there. I think you guys can, however. Although you guys are actually supposed to be supporting that attack, because as it turns out, you could get attacked from there, and I don't want this province being retaken by the British, because that would really screw with us. Okay, you guys could be attacked from there, so I'm gonna do that, and I'll tell you to support. Can you? No, you cannot. Okay, but you can attack there because we are retaking this, or, well, rather, not retaking, but we are taking that. Wonderful. Now you just need to hold. They can still get supplies, but... No. Hey, you guys are all part of there. Go and attack there. You go there. No, you're not going to be able to do that. Oh, you guys got pushed back. Don't let them push you out of... I definitely don't want you guys being pushed past Trabzon. Go. 8 in there. And, oh, we've already passed into the new year. Okay, well. Let's see, how are you guys doing? Okay, game says less than a day for that. Now it's 3 days. I'm not surprised. There we go. Go. Finish off the dudes in Nuremberg. Said finish off the dudes in Nuremberg. That'll end the part. Game says we're having some supply issues somewhere. Ah, right there. They managed to push us back. How the hell did they manage to push you guys back? You're doing perfectly fine holding. Okay, you guys fit. Again! Ah! In my opinion, at least, you should have been able to successfully do that. Okay, you three need to go and attack there. You'll get some support. And yeah, we're not able to pen the heavy tank, but we should still be fine. You guys need to deal with them. No. Don't let those guys get reinforcements. There you go. You guys were able to take Kuwait City. Okay, managed to deal with the guys in Nuremberg. Okay, well, the Italians should, relatively speaking at least, be very close to being defeated, because they are sitting at scraping the barrel. While yes, they do have an estimated manpower between 6 and 8 million. Well, technically 6 and 9 million. They are still scraping the barrel. So the Italians will probably be able to deal with in the relatively near future. The French are currently sitting at service by requirement. Same with the British. The US is still sitting at disarmed nation, though, for some reason. I'm a little confused as to why. Although, admittedly, I guess they're fine, because they're sitting at between 6 and 10 million manpower. But still. Oh, and we've got some Entente dudes just kind of, once again, drawing a swath into our territory. A one province wide push. Which means I can cut off a number of their troops if I just attack, even like right next to Samara. I'd be able to cut off these guys entirely, although admittedly if it's just these guys I would probably just attack one province next to them to cut them off. But we don't exactly have the troops to be able to do that right now. How are we doing in terms of infantry equipment? We are looking at 60 days. We are almost capable of actually fielding divisions that need infantry equipment. We are almost capable of doing it, but not quite. Game says less than a day. I'll let them try that. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be it for this part. We are now in 1919. So we have entered... Well, I mean, technically speaking, we had already entered it when I annexed the entirety of Russia. We've technically entered the point where it's a historical. Admittedly, I will blame this on the fact that, well, one, we were able to annex the entirety of Russia. But two, the fact that the mod really isn't designed around you being able to properly push through Belgium. Because for some stupid reason, Belgium is able to field a shit ton of divisions for such a tiny nation. I'm pretty sure it's also completely unhistorical, although they are out of manpower. They are completely out of manpower. The only manpower they get is their general monthly gain. Well, that's nice that they're out of manpower. We might be able to deal with them in the near future. Of course, that's before you take into account that we still have to deal with the British Raj, who is currently sitting at limited conscription and has upwards of 10 million manpower. The Portuguese, they'll probably be going up a step in the near future to all adult service. The Spanish don't have any manpower, although they're not in the war, so who the hell cares? Oh, Greece, I was improving relations with you. Let's try again. Don't know what the hell happened there. I do think you'd be willing. If I can improve my relations with you, I think you would be willing. Now, as for you... So, technically yeah, so Greece is the same as us when it comes to ideology. If I were to replace our silent workhorse with, say, an ideological crusader, even if only temporary, it might be possible to get the Greeks into our faction. Might be possible. You're probably getting a lot of your... Well, actually, you're even... I don't know if they need oil. Do they? Yes, they do need oil. Yeah, so they're getting oil from the US. There's nothing I can really do to stop that. Apparently the British don't need aluminum, or if they do, they're not getting it from the US. Well, I think it's safe to say that the UK is not using a... Well, no, they got a ton of rubber of their own, so maybe they aren't. Maybe they are using it and I just don't know, but at the very least they're not using more than they have available. Okay, never mind. The UK actually has some of their own aluminum, so that's why. They've got tons of steel. However, I believe I own pretty much any of the tungsten the Entente could utilize. I mean, they can get quite a bit from South Africa, who's shipping it to Italy. Let's see, so... They're shipping it to Italy, and tungsten is used in tanks, isn't it? So that's probably why there was that Italian tank down there. But I assume that's like the only Yeah, it's using heavy tanks. Yeah, I assume that's probably their only real division, though, since they only are receiving 8 from South Africa, and they only have a single chromium of their own on the market. No one's... Generally speaking, you don't have to import coal or wood a lot of the times. Now, I could move up to something like free trade for the bonus to factory output. And admittedly, it probably wouldn't be too terrible of an idea, except for the fact that it could screw with some of our lesser available resources, such as rubber. Although we don't need rubber, do we? We're not using any of it. No, yeah, we don't need rubber. It might screw with our tungsten, though, actually. Because we're not producing a whole lot of tungsten, and there's really no way for me to produce more tungsten. I can only get it from conquest. And there's not really many places that I can conquer to get access to tungsten. At least as far as I can tell. But okay, we're finally managing to retake portions of Germany, because the Italians are on scraping the barrel, which is great for us. That's really going to hamper their ability to produce what they need in terms of resources. So yeah, I think we got this at this point. If I can take out Italy, swoop my troops down into southern France, and push from the south, we'll be fine. Because I'm going to end this war with the Second Treaty of Frankfurt. I'm not going to do the whole attempt to naval invade the US, because then we'd be sitting around for a decade or whatever as I try to build up a navy that's actually capable of even defending the troops as they try to get there. Not even taking into account the fact that the US would have a ton of troops of their own. But yes, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you guys in the next part. But until then, goodbye and farewell.